What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano ADA 24-hour trade volume surpasses $750 million according to CoinGecko. CoinDesk reports that Cardano ADA's consolidation above 60 cents signals strength. With the ascending channel with support at 63 cents, bulls can now target at least 70 cents. So we do see strong support at 63 cents. Hopefully we see some more green soon. SubWallet, a leading Polkadot wallet with over 800,000 active users, over 10 million installations, adds new Cardano tokens, MinSwap, and USDA. We saw this popular wallet, cross-chain wallets on Polkadot, integrate Cardano recently, and now they've added these two tokens. Superb. Charles Hoskinson, in an excellent space today about governance, DREPs, dropped a lot of excellent updates and just some great alpha. He says we designed Ouroboros Leios to get to the level of performance of Aptos, Solana, Sui, and others. And if there are issues, it defaults and falls back to Praos, which has been running 24/7 for more than 7 years. It's great to see redundancy. It's great to see that there are options put in place, fail-safes, which are great given the insanity we see in the market. Especially yesterday we saw, right, with Mantra. Charles Hoskinson says Bitcoin DeFi, the largest market opportunity of our lives in this industry, will be when Bitcoin starts talking to other chains. They've only pulled this lever just a little bit with Stacks, Babylon, and others. There's already nearly $6 billion in TVL. So just imagine, if Cardano can access just a small percentage, it would be huge. Charles says Cardano is the best in the entire world to enable Bitcoin DeFi, the best system, not Solana, not Ethereum, because we are extended UTXO. The way we're designed, when you're a Bitcoin developer, you instantly understand it, you instantly get it. Charles says, with our partnership with BitVMX FORCE, we're enabling Aiken, Plutus, and other languages to be capable of writing Bitcoin smart contracts and Cardano smart contracts. We have all the off-chain infrastructure figured out. I love the assurance. I love the confidence because this collaboration is going to be massive for IOG, Cardano in general, to move forward with Bitcoin DeFi. Very excited to see the demo debut in May. Charles says we invented the AVS category via Minotaur. It led to EigenLayer, Babylon, and others. Cardano as an AVS hub is critical, allowing stake pool operators to get multiple revenue streams and launch multiple partner chains. It's how we grow, right? Multi-resource consensus, taking advantage of selling our superb consensus, our protocol, our security. There's a lot of ways we can generate revenue and bring more users and benefit the holders as well. In an excellent interview, we're going to release more clips tomorrow. Charles says most ecosystems have struggles behind closed doors in private. We have the courage and mandate to be open about the problems we have. Because of that, we're stronger, right? Cardano is very open with it. I think of a lot of projects that are just very open, and this creates trust. This creates a sort of network effect that you just can't do with other projects. I think Cardano is the strongest of the cryptocurrencies. And when I heard that, I'm like, wow. So I really like the bullishness. I really like the confidence. Charles says there's a loyalty and a perseverance and a persistence that's in Cardano that's legendary. Our opponents say it's a cult, right? We see that often when people are like, oh, it's a cult, it's a cult. Charles says, I say it's just a culture, and that culture is our greatest strength. Well, you can't spell culture without cult. And I think at the end of the day, people don't understand the basics. They don't understand brand and product market fit. They don't realize how we've bootstrapped growth over time, network effect, in that there's all these qualitative factors that we strike on all those cylinders. And so I agree. Our culture, our community, our brand loyalty is indeed one of, if not the greatest strength in crypto for Cardano. That's one of the things that is so key for XRP Army, for Cardano fam, for these big projects, even Bitcoin, the community behind Bitcoin, right? And so you can't really just come out of nowhere, launch a VC BS protocol, and expect it to have the level of sustained success that XRP and ADA and Bitcoin and many alike have. Charles says we're permanently part of the ecosystem. We still have 250 engineers. We're working hard on Leios, and we have the largest innovation group in the world for cryptocurrencies. Every product I build is Cardano-first. He emphasized that every product he builds, he sees how he can connect it into Cardano. So, any confusion, any uncertainty we have about Charles's involvement in Cardano, I think, is put to rest with such bold statements. So let's take a look. What else is going on? Well, today the president met with the president of El Salvador. I watched the entire conference, and it was pretty good, very positive. And there was one moment, I think it was about 2/3 in the way of the conference, where President Trump kind of spilled a little bit of the alpha. He was like, our economy, people don't understand how big this economy is going to be. I'm just paraphrasing. And he was saying that there needed to be a little bit of breathing room for stocks, and that stocks had a record day of positive performance, but really alluding to that breathing room, that little pullback, because it would be worse if crypto and stocks just kept running with no break. You got to catch your breath with stocks. You got to catch your breath with crypto. And I think that sending it down like this to reset it and establish new lows will actually get us ready to catapult from this capitulation. The fear is still strong. But as I showed you guys yesterday and we'll look at again, I think we're getting ready for a massive breakout. President Trump says stock market is very strong after getting used to tariffs. Europe, President Trump says EU has come forward to negotiate a new trade deal. Finally, EU trade chief and US officials meet to negotiate new trade deals. So there are positive things looming around. ADA is kind of dancing with this 6.3 support. I think it's important we stay above 63 cents and that we surpass that 69.70 cent territory. Taking a look at TradingView, Bitcoin 84.5, Bitcoin dominance 63.6. Again, ADA at 634, XRP 2.13. Things are just chilling right now. It really looks like we're just going sideways. And Russell 2000 index 1880, still kind of chilling. Gold, let's take a quick look. Gold, it did rally quite high, almost 3,300. And again, now I'm thinking about when Lummis said, hey, we can sell some of the gold and buy Bitcoin. The Bitcoin Act, the Genius Act, Paul Atkins. Is it even 1 week that Paul Atkins is in the office? And people are acting like this is worse than Gary Gensler. So guys, it's a reminder for me too. Don't let the negative, massive headlines of fear scare you out of your bags. Obviously, do what works best for you. But I think that we still have a lot more upside potential. And I'm betting more on that upside potential. Could we go lower? Sure. But I think that there's a lot more upside potential left for Bitcoin, for Cardano, for XRP, and many more. So again, gold is very high, showing that fear is high. People don't want to take risk. Russell 2000 index is very low. Bitcoin dominance at a whopping almost 64%. These are not the things you see in the midst of an altcoin season. So I'm waiting for Bitcoin dominance to tumble. I'm waiting for that correction for gold. I'm waiting for Russell 2000 index to pop. I'm waiting for Bitcoin global search to surge. I'm waiting for Cardano global search to surge. I'm waiting for social sentiment to shift to hyper bullish, where people are mocking you, making fun of you for selling, and they're just flexing their unrealized gains. These are the type of things that I look out for to tell me like, hey, a temperature check. Where are we right now? So who knows? No one truly knows what's going on and what is exactly planned for the future. But these are just some of the things I'm sharing with you in terms of what I look out for, in terms of where we are in the market. So I think that this capitulation is going to lead to us to a massive catapult. When exactly? We don't know. But it could be 1 month, could be 3 months. But I do think that towards the end of this year, we're going to see some massive gains. So guys, smash that subscribe, smash that like. it's hard to pinpoint exactly what's the most banger news for today. I would say the confidence from Charles, the fact that we got big performance around the corner and that Cardano is the best system in the entire world to enable Bitcoin DeFi. His words, not mine. So I really like that. Nonetheless, guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you bearish, bullish? Are you DCAing? Are you out of the market completely? Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.